if you are an established entrepreneur with an expertise, but you feel like you are constantly creating content just to stay visible, and you're wondering how to become known in your industry for what you do, this training is for you. Well, I want to welcome back to another episode from visibility to clients, where every lesson is built from the previous one. Okay, so far we have talked about the three questions every buyer asks themselves before they ever contact you, before they ever buy your offer. Number two is why your content need a purpose. That's what we have talked about it before. And number three is why buyers need more than a social media posts. Um, why they need that? Why do they need that? Why, again, why buyers need more than a social media post? All right. Number four is the last live that I did is how expertise in virtual event can build trust. Okay, but today I am talking about I'm adding another layer, another piece of visibility. Okay, another piece of visibility equation, which is speaking, because I don't believe visibility is only about posting. All right, so maybe you have thought to yourself, hey, I have been posting. Since I'm speaking about you've been posting, you've been creating the reels, you've been going live, you have been attempting to stay consistent. I know it's not easy, but you can do it, okay? And you think that you need to post more, that you need more followers, that you need to create better content than you already are doing, or you need to go viral, or whatever you think is the truth. Okay, it's not the truth. Okay, the real problem um, that you have, I think, is that you're creating content. I forgot what I just said. Let me go over my notes. So I think the bigger question that you have is how many opportunity are you creating for people to actually experience your expertise? I think a better question um, that you should ask is how many opportunities you are creating for people to actually experience your expertise. All right, because being visible is not just about being seen. Okay, it's about being known for something, being known for what you do, the area whatever area of expertise that you have. Let me go over my point here. So point number one is that speaking turn your expertise into an experience. Okay, speaking turn your expertise into an experience. Okay, you can tell people you are an expert. All right, you can put it into your bio, you can put it on your website, you can put it on wherever you are marketing. You can post everywhere, but speaking allow people to experience you, which is key. All right, because when you are speaking, people can hear how you think. You can People hear how you explain things, how you solve problems. Okay, they hear how convinced you are about what you do, okay? And suddenly they are not reading about your expertise, they are experience, all right? They are experience. They're not just um, seeing like you posting, but they're experiencing you just like I'm doing right now with you. All right, just like I'm doing right now with you. Okay. So I want you to think about for a second. Think about the difference between reading someone's post that says, I help entrepreneur get clients, all right, versus listening to the person who teaches you for 30 minutes about exactly why you are struggling to attract clients. Okay, that is very that's a very how do you say, that's completely different experience. All right, that's completely different experience. All right, so um, I always do an exercise every time I go over my point, because what's the point of me teaching you or telling you something, might be information that you're getting, and if I don't ask you to do something, okay? So here's what I'm asking you to do, all right? If you had 30 minutes to speak to your ideal client, what is one problem you will teach them to solve? All right. So I'm gonna give you 20 seconds for you to write that down. All right, and then you answer that question. All right. So I'm going with my point number two. Okay. Point number two is your voice can become part of your brand. Your voice can become part of your brand. Okay. People don't only remember what you teach. People don't only remember what you teach. They remember how you make them think, how you make them feel, feeling, which is very important. All right? They remember your stories. They remember example. They remember a story about their client. They remember your voice, okay? They remember the way you explain something that they have never understood before, okay? And that is very powerful, right? Because eventually you want people saying, I need to talk to Katie. I need to talk to Valerie. I need to talk to Diva. I need to talk to Makala. I need to talk to all my friends out there who have amazing business who can take you to the next level. I'm sorry, I'm going over, but it's just amazing, and I have to mention that. Okay, that's recognition. Okay, that's recognition, and you don't have to be famous. Okay, you don't have to be famous, right? So I'm giving you another exercise. Okay, I want you to complete these sentences. Okay, I want to write down write down this sentence. I want to become known for helping blank blank. Okay, don't make it complicated. All right, don't make it complicated. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds for you to complete that sentence. Okay, let me go on point number three. Point number three is that you don't need a huge stage. You do not need a huge stage. Okay, this is another mistake entrepreneurs make. Okay, they think speaking is a conference that they need to attend and speak to thousands of people. Okay, in a huge auditorium. All right, with 500 people, 5,000 people. Okay, or maybe it's a keynote stage that they think they need to be And I'm not saying that's bad, that's good, okay? But your stage could be a Facebook Live that you are doing, okay? It's something you're not like being invited to another person's stage. You are creating your own stage on Facebook, on Instagram, a Zoom workshop that you do, a virtual event, someone else podcast, a masterclass, your own event. But right now, what I am suggesting that you use as you're on stage is social media. Because social media is just doing an amazing job. It's just blew my mind, right? Because social media is showing your content, your life, the lives that you do on social media to people that don't know you. I have been experienced that. Like I just it's so amazing. Like I'm so amazing, so surprising to me. Like every live that I do, like it gets over 200 views. Like every time I go live, it might not be a lot for you because you have more followers. But in my case, I have a Facebook business page, which I do not. Initially, I didn't have followers, and I got the views even when I didn't have any followers. All right, and I think I have 15, 18 followers from all my friends and some other followers that follow me from my posts, my reels. But Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these amazing platforms, they are your own stage. All right. So you don't need a huge stage. I'm sorry that I'm sorry, but I am staying on point number three because I think it's important one of the most important one of the most important topic that I'm telling you right now. All right. So you do not need a huge stage, okay, with 5,000 people, okay. So you're on a event, okay. The opportunity is not always waiting for you. Sometimes you have to create your own stage, okay. So I'm going to give you an exercise. Um, ask yourself this question: where can you speak this month? Okay, write down. I want you to write down 5 places. Maybe it's Facebook. Maybe it's Instagram. Maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe it's in someone else's podcast. Maybe you can go with your friend and do a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live. Just think about 5 places where you can speak this month, and you can do it however many times you want on social media because there is no limit. All right. So point number 4 is that speaking can lead people into your virtual event. Okay, speaking can lead people into your virtual event. This is where speaking doesn't end up with the speech. Speaking does not have to end with the speech. Okay, speaking can be the beginning of a journey. All right, you might speak for 10 minutes. At the beginning, I spoke for 5 minutes because I was so scared to speak because I didn't know what I was going to speak because English or whatever. But you you can get started with 20 minutes or at least 15, between 15 and 20 minutes, and invite people into a deeper training, okay, a 45-minute workshop, okay, or you might invite someone into your community. Maybe you have a Facebook group, or maybe you have an email list, okay, and you invite your people right there to your event, okay. So now the speaking has a destination, all right. You're not just speaking to be seen, you're speaking to create the next step, All right. So now I'm gonna give you another exercise. So ask yourself, if you were invited to speak to your ideal client tomorrow, what will you invite them to do next? All right, I'm gonna give you 20 seconds for you to answer that question. All right. So point number five, my last point is build one signature tag. Okay, build one signature tag. Okay, you have to stop creating a brand new presentation every single day or every single time someone asks you to speak. Okay, you have to create one powerful signature tag, one problem, one audience, one transformation, and then improve over time. Again, and then do it again. Do it on Facebook, do it on Instagram, do it on Zoom, do it where someone else, when someone invite you to wherever to do a live, whatever. So I'm gonna give you another exercise. What is one presentation you could actually teach again and again and again and again? Again, what is one presentation you can teach again and again and again and again? Okay, so um, so visibility is not just about posting. Okay, visibility is about becoming known, because visibility help people experience your expertise. Virtual event give people a deeper experience with you. They speaking build trust, and trust is create opportunity for clients. Okay, and that's how visibility begins, turning turning into a client acquisition system. All right. So inside my visibility to client accelerator, we are not just going to talk about visibility. We are going to create that piece that help you turn your expertise into a system. Okay, your positioning, your messaging, your visibility strategy. Okay, your speaking. Okay, in the live teaching that you are going to be doing, the virtual event that you're going to be hosting. That's part of your visibility. Okay, um, to get clients. Okay, so if you are ready to implement this, um, I want you to comment the word visibility, or you can send me a message. Okay, you can send me a message. Hey, I have a question about this offer. You can jump into the offer right now. I'm about to drop the link. It's only $2,000. It's an 8-week program. And if you're ready, jump into the offer right now. Or maybe you want to book a call, you have questions. So jump in right now. And if I want you to join, if you are an implementer, if you don't implement, please do not join. All right, I want you to implement, and I want you to do everything I ask you to do. You will do it because you're an implementer. All right, and that is what I wanted to share with you today. God bless you. Go and make an offer. Go live. Start being visible. You can do this. I promise you. You can do this, and it's not that complicated. With God, everything is possible. All right. So go and do something. Implement some of the stuff, some of the things that I teach and I tell you today, and I promise you, is going to pay off. All right. So go out there, do something. I challenge you right now to do something. Okay? God bless you, and I see you in the next episode. All right. Have a great weekend. I see you soon. Bye.